Hello, I'm Regina McComb-Hess, President of Forge Wealth Management, and welcome to our Women in Wealth series. Today, I have my friend Misty with me. And Misty, can you tell us who you are, what you do, and what you love about what you do?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me on. It's an honor. My name is Misty Laboy, and I am a publisher of local community magazines in my area.
That's pretty cool. And so how long, tell us a little bit about the magazines, what areas they cover, what your exposure is, things like that, as far as
Sure. So I publish local community magazines that get mailed out monthly to the homeowners in the area. And about 5 years ago, I moved to Douglasville from Pottstown, and I was new to the Douglasville area, and I got an email from LinkedIn that said, we found the perfect job opportunity for you. And I wasn't really looking for a job opportunity, although I did have time available. I'm a makeup artist as well, so I was doing that, and I had extra time. My kids were all in school full time, and I clicked on the link, and it said, community magazine publisher, and I thought, well, I've never done anything like that. I don't know why they would think that would be the perfect job opportunity for me, but it did get my curiosity, and I clicked on the link, and one thing led to another, and it said, your resume has been received. And I thought, I don't have a resume. I have always owned my own business and worked from home. And I didn't know that LinkedIn actually creates a resume for you based on your background.
I did not know that either.
Pretty cool. Yeah. So Best Version Media is the publishing company, and they reached out to me the next day and they said, we received your resume. And I was like, well, about that. Like I don't really have a resume, and they said, well, they explained to me how that came about, and let me know that they could tell from my past job history that I had a lot of sales experience, and that I was very active in the community and things like that. So I thought, yeah, those things are all true. And they thought, you'd be great at doing this. And I thought, well, I love connecting people in the community. I love, as a small business owner myself, I love helping and support other small businesses to grow. So I agreed to try it out. And 4 months later, we had Douglasville Neighbors,
Nice.
our first community magazine, and that was 4 years ago, a little over 4 years ago, actually. And it's a hyper local community magazine, and it's content based, so it's different than Coupon Clipper and a lot of the other magazines out there that people are used to getting. This is everything within a 10-mile radius of Douglasville, all hyper, all local, family friendly content. So we have a calendar of events and local nonprofits, and it's all about connecting local businesses and connecting with the local families in the area. Every month we have a local family on the cover, and it's all done through referrals. So anyone can refer someone to be a cover family, and then we send a photographer to meet with them, and then I have a writer who interviews them and shares their story. So it really is all about connecting people. And that magazine went so well that we launched a second magazine in Gilbertsville. Best Version Media reached out to me and they said, would you consider doing a second one? And I thought, yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. We had quite a few clients in Boyertown, and Gilbertsville was just a smart move, since Gilbertsville is, right on the other side of Boyertown between Douglasville. And we launched that magazine 3 years ago, and have had a lot of success with that area. That area is really booming and growing. And we also picked up a third magazine in Coventry, and that one's called Coventry Living. So we have Gilbertsville Living, and then we have Coventry Living. So
nice.
Very similar. They all have that local family on the cover. They're all content based. So the only minor differences, are the location and the content might be changed a little bit, but they each get mailed out monthly to about 3,000 single family homes in the area. And we are always looking for business sponsors the community gets the magazine for free because of the businesses that sponsor it. So I spend a lot of my time meeting with local businesses in the area, which I absolutely enjoy doing, always, looking to meet new people and connect people. And I can be a great source of referral for people. And the community really loves the magazine. I would say on a weekly basis, I get requests for people to be added to our mailing list. So we started with about 2,000 magazines, maybe 2,200, and it's grown to over 3,000 just organically, with people asking to be added to the magazine, and people really seem to enjoy it.
Oh, that's such a great story, and I love how it's turning out for you. It's really, really
Thank
cool.
you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow, that's so cool. So obviously people are feeling the connection if it's so community based, which doesn't happen with, a People magazine or some other type of magazine
Right.
that comes into our home. So that's really a great concept too.
Yeah, thanks.
Very cool. Very cool.
I like to think when I read this magazine, and it's only 16 to 20 pages, so it's short and sweet. It's something that you could look at while you're at the kitchen table eating breakfast. It's not going to get lost, and it's relevant content each month. You seeing that family on the cover, you might not know that family, but you might see them walking their dog, or your sons might play baseball together, your daughters might go to school together. So maybe you just saw them at Wawa getting gas. You know what I mean? In these smaller communities, we might not personally know each other, but we see each other all the time. And I think that's definitely a draw.
Right, right. And those are great areas for that concept too. Very family oriented, very close knit, good salt of the earth people.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Perfect. Well, that's exciting. And you mentioned that you've really have an entrepreneurial spirit anyway, even before that. So that's pretty cool. Love that.
I do. I'm a freedom and flexibility kind of person. God bless people that work, and go to a 9-to-5 job. I just could never seem to sit with me. I like to be in control, and I like to set my own schedule and make my own hours. So even right out of college, I found that I was looking for jobs that had that potential and opportunity. And when I was in college, I started selling Mary Kay.
Oh yeah.
One thing led to another, and before I knew it, I was driving a pink Cadillac and had 100 women in my unit, on my team, that I was supporting and helping to uplift and grow. And Mary Kay was a great opportunity for me to be able to stay at home with my children, and I had 2 boys fairly right out of college. They're actually in college now. So it was a great opportunity for me to be able to stay at home and raise them. And it gave me a taste of owning my own business. And after that, I knew that I wanted to still continue owning my own business. So then I launched Beauty Inside and Out, which is my makeup artistry business.
Which you do a fabulous job of.
Thank you. Thank you. That's my passion. That's my hobby. I absolutely love doing it. I went to Kutztown University for art education. So I actually have a teaching degree. And when I'm doing makeup, I'm teaching women how to apply makeup and how to look and feel good. But, it's also a paycheck of the heart, and I'm getting to be creative with my art outlet. And they seem to just go well together. And within the last 5 years, I got into health and wellness, and I partnered with Isogenics, and that seemed to fall under the Beauty Inside and Out. So, the makeup is the outside, the beauty of the nutrition would be the inside. And, between those two, I've really been able to reach a lot of people and help a lot of people. And I'm definitely passionate about transformation and really helping, even if it's just a small business that I'm helping, in the community magazine, or if it's a woman feeling better about herself because she's lost weight, or she's, got a new look, it all comes down to helping people look and feel their best.
Yeah, and that is so cool. And I actually follow you on Facebook, so I see a lot of your transformations. I see that you work out religiously or at least regularly, and you look amazing.
Thank you.
So
I
know
like to eat.
Yeah.
I like to eat a lot. Pizza is my favorite food, and I could have never have lost weight following a diet where I couldn't eat my favorite foods or drink my favorite things. So I had to find a program that helps me lose weight and still be able to enjoy my favorite things in moderation. And I found that exercising gives me more wiggle room as far as my calories, so I can still eat pizza every day if I want. I just got to get my butt in the gym, but I really do enjoy it.
That's fantastic. And you do look fantastic. So good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you. And I'll just tell everybody that Missy did my makeup recently for a photo shoot that I was doing, a new headshot, which I dreaded doing. Let me tell you, it took me 4 months to schedule the appointment with the photographer, because I was just dreading, sometimes you're like, oh, not a picture of me. No, 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 no. And Misty did my makeup. It looked fabulous. I went to the headshot. The photographer was amazing. And I saw the pictures and I was just like, oh my God, is that me? I look great.
That's the best feeling in the world, when you see a picture of yourself and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that looked pretty good.
Yeah. And the photographer even asked me how to contact you, because he was really happy with the makeup too. So win-win for everybody.
Yeah.
So one of the questions that I like to ask also is, what are some of the challenges that you have faced as a professional woman?
Even when I first started owning my own business at a young age, as a young female, I faced just that age boundary, the age difference. People didn't take me seriously, especially when I was talking to them about skincare and anti-aging. It was like, oh, you're so young, you don't know, wait till you're 40. 45 this year. So so I know all about it. But it was hard being taken seriously. Even I got a teaching degree from Kutztown University, and I did try teaching for a year, but as a female teacher, I was teaching high school art. That was very challenging as well, because the students weren't much different, much younger than me. There was only like a 4 or 5 year difference there. So even having the students taking me seriously was definitely a challenge. And fast forward to even in the publishing industry, it's still a male dominated industry. And I'm meeting with business owners all day, and I would say 80% of them are still male. So I'm always happy to meet with a female business owner. I absolutely love supporting and uplifting female business owners, but unfortunately, we still don't have enough female business owners. So, oftentimes, meeting with a male, I don't feel like they're taking me seriously, or they're saying things like, oh, your husband's really lucky, or, just inappropriate. I just kind of brush it off because whatever, I'm just kind of used to it. But it is a challenge to feel like, I'm an equal. I still don't feel like I'm being seen as an equal as a business owner or professional to professional.
Yeah,
So
that's understandable.
That's definitely a challenge as a woman. Now, as a challenge in general, I find getting people to return your phone calls, your emails, your messages. That's definitely challenging. And, I'm sure that that's just across the boards with professionals in general. But, I had to get thick skin and learn not to take that personally. Because for a long time, if someone didn't message me back or didn't call me back, I just it hurt my heart. And I, took it very personally. And, I was in my head about it. And, I had to learn to let that go and realize that it's not about me. That 99% of what they have going on has absolutely nothing to do with me. So if they didn't call me back or didn't return my message, it wasn't because of me. I know that it was because of life, and having 3 children, life is busy, and so I understand what that's like. And we all have different priorities, and we all have to prioritize what's important to us. So that can definitely be challenging. But I have to be persistent. I like to say I'm pleasantly persistent.
Good for you. Good for you.
So I have to continue on. Yeah. But cold calling businesses is probably my least favorite part of the position. And it used to be, when I was in Mary Kay, it used to be people would be mean to you on the phone. They would hang up, they would be rude to you. They'd say, don't take me off your do not call list. Take me off your list. And I'm like, I don't have a list. Typically, if I had someone's phone number, it was because they entered into a drawing or something, or they signed up for something. But people used to be mean, and now people are not mean. Now you just can't get a hold of people.
True.
So, I might sit down to make an hour of calls and call some of the local businesses in the area to just give them details. A lot of them don't know about the magazines because the magazines get mailed directly to the homeowners. Unless you own a home in Gilbertsville, Douglasville, or Coventry, you necessarily probably haven't seen the magazine because it is exclusive for those homeowners. So it is my job to reach out to the local businesses, let them know about the magazines and how it's a great opportunity to get your name out there. We have an 89.4% readership rate, which is huge.
Wow.
Almost 90% of the families that get our magazine are reading our magazine. They aren't throwing it away like junk mail. They rated us 92.6% valuable. So they're definitely finding value in the magazine. And I mean, it's a great way to get a lot of people, a lot of eyes on your ad. So it is a great opportunity. So it's my job just to reach out to those local businesses and let them know about it.
That's fantastic. Good for you.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Keep being persistent, right?
Yes. Thank you.
All right. So this next question is like, you get into a time machine type of thing. What is your vision of retirement?
Retirement. When I read your questions, I was like, okay. And then I got to that one and I paused and I thought, it pulled on my heartstrings a little bit because I realized I need to start planning more for retirement. It's my daughter actually asked me the other day, why her grandmother doesn't work. And I explained to her about retirement and how, people are able to retire. And she was like, well, when are you going to retire? And I was like, well, I don't know. I'm the type of person that likes to stay busy always. I'm usually overscheduled, but I thrive on that jam-packed schedule. I get so much more done. And I like that like healthy stress of we got to be somewhere, we got to go somewhere, we got to do something. So I don't actually see myself retiring. I don't live a very sedentary life. And even at 45 years old, I don't see it slowing down anytime soon because by choice, because I really like that type of lifestyle. But my husband and I have talked about retiring to Florida when we do retire. But it'll be dependent on, where the kids are at that time. I have 2 boys in college right now, and then my daughter, she'll be 10. So she's still got a ways to go. But Florida we like warm weather.
I'm with you. I'm definitely with you on the warm weather.
I think it is true as you get older, the cold bothers you more because it just seems like every year I'm like, why am I still here in Pennsylvania? I need that warm weather year round. So it's definitely something that we've given thought to and something that we need to give more thought to. Probably within the next year or two, kind of seeing where my boys, where they go off and, if they're taking jobs out of state, that might impact my decision a little bit, but yeah, I would love to be in a warm state. Definitely.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. Definitely. I said to my husband, when my daughter was in kindergarten and she's now a freshman in high school, she's my youngest. And I think it was the year that we had snow at Easter or something like that. And it was just
Halloween, the one year snow to Halloween.
Yeah. It was just a horrible winter. And I just turned to him and I said, listen, I'm just letting you know when the kids are, in college or done college, we're going to live somewhere warm in the winter. I can't do these winters any longer. And he just looked at me. He's like, Bridget's at kindergarten. Like, that's forever away. I'm like, I am just putting it out there and letting you know that's the plan.
You're right.
And now she's a freshman in high school, so it's getting closer.
Yeah, time flies for
And
sure.
if COVID or the pandemic taught us anything, it's that we can work from anywhere. So there we go.
Yes. And I actually, although I haven't been giving a lot of thought to retirement, I have been giving more thought to monetizing my skill set.
Right.
And figuring out a way to do it more digitally and do it on different ways so that I don't have to be at a physical location.
Yeah. Well, you have plenty of time to work that out and plan it out. That's cool. I just love asking that question because everybody has a different vision, they see it differently. And I love to hear everyone's thoughts. And it also gets you thinking about, oh, wait a minute, that actually will happen, especially when you like yourself. I have a son in college and I have a freshman in high school. And then I have my other son's a senior in high school. So it's like when they were babies, people keep telling you, oh, it's going to go fast. It's going to go fast. And you're like, yeah, okay. And now it's like, it's there.
Right.
So I keep thinking, well, retirement's going to be the same thing. It's just going to pop up one day and I'm going to be old enough to collect Social Security or retire or get Medicare or, all that fun stuff. But, but it doesn't happen overnight, even though it will be very quickly.
Yeah,
On us.
absolutely.
Well, Missy, I am so grateful that you were here with me today. Thank you so much for joining me. You were a lovely guest. I love your story.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm honored. And if someone does need makeup, it's prom season right now, so we're super busy with that. But makeup for headshots, makeup for boudoir photo shoots is always fun, ladies. If you want to feel extra special about yourself, and you know what, it really is. It's not about anyone else but you. No one has to see those special pictures but you. But it's very empowering as a woman to feel good about yourself and just have something like that. And that's one of my favorite things to do, the boudoir makeup for a photo shoot. But headshots, anything, even lessons. I've been spending a lot of time doing lessons, and I found that women have been very receptive to that. Either there's women who've never taken the time to learn makeup, and as they're getting older, they're feeling like, I need something now. Or there's women who've been using the same brown lipstick for 20 years now, and it's time to kind of freshen up. So I do like a beauty boot camp, and you bring your makeup bag and we sit down and you go through your makeup bag. And we use what we can, we toss what we can't. And then, I give you a list of things that maybe you want to add to it to complete your beauty regimen. So it's
and you also teach people how to put it on and all?
How to put it on step by step. Yeah, very.
I need to be signed up for that boot camp because I'm not a girly girl. I mean, as you know, I'm just not. And I put the basics on and I'm like, all right, done.
Yeah.
Whereas my daughter has like a box of stuff and I'm like, what do you do with all that? I don't even know.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of women have stuff that they've never used, they've never opened, or they bought and they thought they don't know what to do with it. And I can come in and help you and let you know, pick out the right shades for you. And, really, really help you look and feel your absolute best.
Oh, well, you definitely are very good at that. I felt beautiful when you did my makeup, so I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I want to thank you
for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a definite treat for me to have you here. It's exciting to get, to get the inside scoop on, an entrepreneur and how you're building it and, what are the pains, what are the gains. It's a great story that you have. I love it.
Thank you.
And I want to thank everybody else for joining us too. We appreciate your time. I'm on social media at Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Forge Wealth. And on LinkedIn, I'm Regina McCann Hess. Have a great day. Thanks.